What's up, y'all? I'm Jojo T. Gibbs, and I'm kicking back with actress Candice Renee and DJ D-Rek. We're talking about noteworthy R&B girl groups that reigned supreme in the 90s and early 2000s.
I don't remember this group.
Brownstone,
what did they sing?
God.
Sing a song.
I can't even talk to you no more.
The music videos that got fans hyped.
Waterfalls was definitely one of my favorites.
And the classic songs that are a must on our playlist.
What's it gonna be?
Now, if you're a lover of all things R&B, we'll be taking you back down memory lane with our special guest, Shemari DeVoe from the group Blaque. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we discuss the best girl groups from the golden era.
Who you got on your playlist?
I would definitely Total. Absolutely.
I got TLC.
Man, I got TLC. I got TLC, because that's just party music to me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, it's feel good.
Yeah.
It's not like,
What about your friends?
yeah, there's R&B songs, but then there's like fun hip hop / pop songs. It's not all R&B.
They had a blend of vibes.
SWVs though, SWV is at the top of the list though.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
For me.
Yes, and In Vogue.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
never
In Vogue, man.
forget, when I see
tripping.
Set It Off, and that scene with, In Vogue singing in the back of that love scene. In Vogue is one of those groups that created music that will take you back to a specific time in your life.
Yes,
For me.
I remember where I was when Don't Waste Your Time. I remember where I was.
Yes.
I was so little.
were you?
I was so little on the playground.
That song was crazy because it had the a cappella intro, and then when the beat dropped.
Oh my God, that beat drop.
Yes.
That's
That
one of the
808
best beat
was
drops in
crazy.
R&B.
Absolutely. What do y'all think are some of the main ingredients needed to create a successful girl group?
First,
Well, I think first is the girl group, everybody in the group has to understand that there can only be one queen, right? Like, there can only be one, like, in the front,
Yeah.
In the forefront.
for me, they have to be able to hit those notes.
I mean, my name is JoJo. I think people remember that pretty easy, and I think it's essential in terms of your brand to have a name that people can connect with,
Right.
and remember so that they know who sang that song.
Right. And then, okay, so they also have to have, like, some trend-setting styles, like TLC, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that was their thing. Nobody else even tried that.
Right.
So that was very trend-setting. And they need to have, like, at least one or two lyrically fearless songs. One example is Ain't Too Proud to Beg by
Ain't Too
TLC.
Proud to Beg, yes.
I mean, women, were they really... I feel like here and
Red
there you
Light
would find
Special.
songs where like women were asking for sex and saying that they, that's what they liked. Brownstone.
See, I don't remember this group.
Brownstone,
What did
oh
they
my
sing?
God.
Sing a song.
I can't even talk to you no more.
Well, sing it.
I can't sing.
You can't
Look,
talk,
no
sing.
one can sing like Nikki Gilbert.
What's
Yeah.
the song? See, y'all ain't saying
Heard
this
it through the
song. Y'all
grapevine?
talking about how you don't know, but
I heard it through the grapevine that you weren't feeling too fine, and I hope that you get much better. Yes, I do.
Okay, y'all guys will do it. I still don't know
most
this song.
popular one though?
If you love me.
Oh, okay. Now I'm with y'all.
Janae.
Hey.
Janae a group?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so these
Oh,
are
you're thinking of Janae Aiko or
No.
something.
Oh, no. I just
Janae.
never heard.
Janae.
Janae is a group name?
sing the song.
Oh, yeah.
You can get this started.
And I will have you know,
Yeah.
I danced in a Janae video.
Okay, wait. What song was this? The video that you in?
It was called Request Line. Request Line by Janae, yeah.
I think it's before my time.
I was wearing a gold shirt. I was in there gigging.
So turn it up as I shake it on down. And catch the vinyl as it's spinning around. Yeah, give me
I liked how like groups had a rapper.
Yeah.
Like not all of them, but like TLC had the rapper, like Blaque had the rapper. Yeah.
Yeah, girl groups were like,
It was like
full
a whole
service.
Yeah, exactly. baby, I'm right here.
Oh, baby, bring it all to me. Bring it on. But I don't need no fancy cars or diamond rings. Baby, I don't need no. Oh, baby, bring it all to me. Bring it.
Hello. My name is Shemari DeVoe, and I am loving life right now. I'm at home, adorned by my platinum plaque.
You better be adorned by your platinum plaques.
Yes, my husband has his
Listen.
plaque on one side, and I got the other one on the other side.
I love that.
Where the new edition joints at?
Yes, we got new edition is everywhere, but right now, we just have the Belle Biv DeVoe platinum plaque back there from the Poison,
Yep.
Okay.
and the Black
Classic.
album over here.
Jamari, I have a question that all the ladies have,
Okay.
especially those of a certain age. How did you and Mr. DeVoe meet?
So the first time I actually saw him in person, I went to the New Edition Home Again tour with Brandy and Natina, the other girls from my singing group Blaque, and they were on, stage performing. This was like in 1996 or 1997, and we're trying to get discovered. We're like, oh my God, can y'all sign us? So, Michael Bivins sees us just standing in the front row, and he like points at, he's like, you come backstage. It was like, oh my God, we get to go backstage. Why he chose us, but when we went backstage, we started singing for him, and he was like, yo, I want to sign y'all to Biv 10.
What? Shut up. Wow.
It was crazy. So then, so we all went on like his tour bus, and we were just hanging out with him that night. And then I saw Ronnie DeVoe drive by.
Not the whole name.
Yes, and I was only 17 years old, and I was like, oh my God, Ronnie. He didn't even know I existed back then. But fast forward to the year 2001, March 10th to be exact. I was in LA at the Janet Jackson Icon Awards, and we went to an after party, and he was there. So after the club let out, he came up to me outside, and he was like, yo, can I take you to lunch or something tomorrow? I was like,
You sound
sound
just
like
like
him.
this.
I was like, I believe this impersonation.
So I hit him up, and he came to see me that night, and the rest is history. We've been going at it for the past 20 years now.
Wow.
But you know what really struck me about that story? The beginning of it, when you were 17,
Yeah.
and you and your two group members were thoroughly prepared to perform
Yes.
if you got backstage.
Yes.
And then you got backstage
Yes.
and landed a whole record deal.
Yes.
Like, that's a story from someone's dream.
Yeah.
Yes, it really is, because you hear about how Boyz II Men met them, and they sang for him, and I'm like, yo, we might be like the next Boyz II Men.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
he wanted to sign us, and then Lisa LeftEye Lopez came along and just stole us away from him. She was like, nah.
Scooped y'all up.
Dang. What was it like being on tour back then? Like, being on the bus, like that always sounded so fun to me, to be on a bus with your friends.
I really enjoyed it, and it was good. And the only thing was, there is drama in girl groups, okay? At that time in 2000, when we went on the Nickelodeon tour, Bring It On, the #1 movie in America had just came out, okay? So Natina was like, we need to be promoting Bring It On, and we need to be recording the album, because we need to use the platform that we have and keep this momentum going and record another album, because we got a #1 movie in America. Natina was smart. She was super, super smart. And me and Brandy was like, no, I need this quick money. Let me just go on this tour and get, we got Bring It On to Me. And, this is like, Bring It On to Me is the #1 song of summer 2000. So let's just go. Let's go. But but we had so much fun.
So Natina was right.
Natina was right. She was so right.
What girl groups did you look at or were your favorite before, and what are your more recent favorites?
My favorite girl group from before was In Vogue. I absolutely love them. They are beautiful. They had them sexy dance moves. They can sing. I used to try to hit all them notes and sing their songs in talent shows and everything. I loved In Vogue, like all of their songs, like they impacted me and they inspired me to actually want to be in a group, So In Vogue, I also, of course, love TLC, like from their clothes and everything. Like I remember when I was in middle school and I was inspired by them so much that I went into the counseling center and I stole like 100 Band-Aids. I got suspended, so y'all don't do that. Don't try that. But yeah, so they inspire me, and they, you know, just their statement looks, like even with the condoms on them and how they were promoting safe sex, like that just is so amazing. So yeah, In Vogue, TLC, there's so many, but that's just, you know, a couple.
I was always so impressed with the videos from the early 2000s and the 90s because you could tell they put a story in it, you know, and it just looked like so much that went into it. And when I watched 808s and Bring It All to Me, I'm like, what was that like? Which one was your favorite? Which one did you enjoy the most?
I would have to say I enjoyed 808 the most because this was our very first video off of our first single. We had Lisa LeftEye Lopez with us that entire day. She actually was in the video. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember seeing Lisa?
Yep.
And, you know, she was just like, you know, there creative directing us, and you know, that bobbed wig that I had on with the two little long ponytails coming out the side. She was like, yo, that's some TLC shit right there, yo. That's some TLC. So
I felt very strongly about that look.
yes, I loved it. You know, I had my family there. That was my first video. It's the most memorable moment. We shot it in LA. And, you know, back then, you know, it was all about music videos, you know. Think about like MTV, like TRLB. And, you know, the visual was just like a huge part of who you are as an artist.
Okay, so let's take it back a bit. Out of SWV's So Into You or Jade's Don't Walk Away, which video do you like the best?
I think Jade's Don't Walk Away was my favorite because I could just relate to them. Like, you know, three girls just, you know, right, just with the braids and everything. Like I used to try to get my hair like them, the big box braids. I just remember just being in the moment and just riding down in Decatur in my Jeep and just pumping Don't Walk Away, you know, by Jade, and the vocals were there. Not saying that I don't like SWV's I'm So Into You because I used to try to do all of Coco's runs back in the day. But yeah, my favorite out of the two would be Jade's Don't Walk Away.
Are you gonna put out any solo projects or what? What's happening?
Yes, well, you know what? Like, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I just love being in girl groups. I don't know if it's the sisterhood, you know, you empower each other to be better. I know there's a bunch of drama involved, but I just love that energy and the feeling of just being and creating with other people. But I'm not saying that I would never put out a solo album. I just haven't yet, you know. It's definitely something that people have asked me about for years and years and years, and I know that I can do it. My voice is so bon, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah, so, you know, maybe.
Well, Shemari, thank you so much for joining us. We loved all your answers, all your insight, the gems that you dropped today. We greatly appreciate it, and you've been a joy, absolutely.
The energy is incredible.
Yes, absolutely.
So much. I had some more gems to drop too, but y'all should let me go.
Go ahead and DM me, girl. DM me. Thank you, Shemari.
Yes, thank you, Shemari.
Thank y'all so much for having me. I had so much fun.
And we do want to keep this conversation going, so we want to hear from you. Let us know who your favorite girl groups are and why. So hit us up in the comments below using the hashtags Noteworthy and BET Digital.